But more and more tourists are heading to Cuba now amid the thawing relations with the U.S. Under the country's leader Raul Castro's economic reform program, the Cuban government says it will now allow all 9,000 state-owned restaurants and cafes to become privately owned. Our correspondent Michael Walls reports from Havana.
La Casona restaurant in Havana reopened in early September under new management. This former state-run enterprise is now a workers' cooperative. They rent the building along with most of the fixtures and fittings from the state, but are free to run it as they want.
Now being a cooperative, we have autonomy and can decide what kind of restaurant we want. Together we decide what to sell, our prices, and anything else we come up with.
This is one of 24 restaurants transferred to cooperatives this year as the state struggles to compete for the tourist trade with the new private sector. For almost 50 years, every restaurant in the country was owned by the state, right down to food stalls and hole-in-the-wall cafes. Prices may be cheap, but quality is often poor. A lot of food and drink also disappears through the back door, with employees selling it on the black market to supplement their low state wages. Now the government's decided it's time to get out of the catering business altogether. Over the next few years, it plans to hand over all of the state restaurants and cafes to private owners or cooperatives. Some people are worried that prices may rise, but most see it as a positive move.
It's a good idea. They'll be more efficient and with less corruption and losses because owners care more than the state.
It's better for everyone. If the food, working conditions, and surroundings all improve, that's good.
But competition will be fierce. Already more than 1,200 private restaurants called paladars have opened since President Raul Castro allowed Cubans to set up small businesses of their own. They range from upscale restaurants for tourists to simple carry-out pizzerias for Cubans. Michael Voss, CCTV, Havana.